Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How's everyone doing? Sorry for the lateness. I was sidetracked, but we're here. We're good. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, guys. Thanks for asking. We have some new channel things going on. In case you didn't know, we have some channel point icons. Very cool, very cool. The sub icon that no one can use right now, which is kind of funny. But I think the founder's badge is like available for like 5 people. It's really good. So Russell Brasiler. I can't fucking read. I'm sorry, but thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. I'm not able to read currently. I've not adapted that skill yet, but maybe in the future we'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. Once again, sorry that I'm late. Um, do you think tomorrow with a new Minecraft monthly? I think at some point this week we will. Yeah, I don't know if they'll do it on the same day as like a snapshot and preview. I feel like that might be a bit too much. It depends, right? Um, we'll see though. Hopefully, I mean that'd be pretty cool. I feel like this drop has moved so quickly, like it's happened so fast. I don't know if that's just me or not, but I feel like it's you know there's a dog on the dock. There is, yeah. He's a new resident there. It's fine. He's all good. Talking of the docks, we've done some new things. Wow. The amount of spruce wood this has taken is kind of insane. A lot of deforestation has taken place, but it is what it is. Maybe tomorrow our first look at the winter drop. Maybe. How many weeks until pre-releases do you think? Until pre-release, one. I think they'll start next week. Next week is September, right? Oh my god, this year has gone by so fast. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, next week, right? So I'm assuming like next week is, or next month, I should say. It's going to be a big month for Minecraft. Um, I will say, by the way, I'd like to announce something. If the next drop, being the winter drop, is combat related, I'll be streaming for almost every day of the month. One, because there's an achievement on Twitch to stream for like 25 days in a row. And two, because, why not, right? So I'm kind of hoping that we get a combat drop, but at the same time, dude, 25 days of streaming is going to be a lot. Next couple of weeks, we'll have the announcement for the Minecraft Live. Yes, and that will mean leaks as well, unfortunately. But, they can't really be helped. Okay, I made some changes to the bee area. We've got more bees now, but we also have a honey bottle chest because why not? 25 days sounds intense. It does, but for a lot of like projects I have in mind, I could knock out a decent amount of progress on them. Like during if Well, I mean, I'll be fighting the dragon soon, won't I? Regardless. So, in fact, how are we doing on that? We make docks, witch farm. Okay, so we only need to do 3 more tasks, and we're almost done with one of them. I started my biggest project in Minecraft with the Netherite beacon. It's so hard, it takes a long time, yeah. I've only gotten one of those before in my old world. I don't really know if I'll be doing the same with this one. We'll see. But yeah, we haven't fought the dragon yet. None of the dragons. There's like 20 of them, right? Where would you put a Netherite beacon? That's a good question. Because it wouldn't just be the Netherite beacon, it'd be gold, iron, diamond, emerald. It'd be all of them. Probably at spawn. What is the meaning of life? Um, interesting question. I'm not sure if I'm fully qualified to answer that. I need to do something. I'm gonna have to cut down this layer, I think. 5454. God damn. Oh yeah, I did read the chat before stream. I have done a world tour before. But since then a lot has happened. So I don't think the next one will be at 10,000 days. I feel like that's a long time away. Day 3000, yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. Okay, so what you want to do we have stone bricks? We don't. I'm still salty that we haven't got cracked stone brick slabs, by the way. I'm very upset. Can't believe it. I know, like, people were like, well, that makes sense because, you know, it's cracked and, you know, but it's like, well, it makes sense, but when has that ever stopped Minecraft from doing things? You know? 7.5k days? Yeah, it'll probably be by then. And that'll be a crazy, like, milestone. Okay. You're not halfway to 10,000 days? Yeah, it's kind of insane to think about. Means like this time next year I'll have 10,000 days probably. Mojang hates fully fleshing out blocks. They're very weird of it. Yeah, it's quite strange. Okay, we're gonna need to knock out a few more. So let's do 1, 2. Is that how you do it? No, you do. Oh, crud. And then, okay, so we need to cut down 2 more. That's fine. It's not as bad as I thought it was. When we end this world, there's no plans currently. As long as I have, like, ideas for this world, and I do have a lot of ideas, the world will keep going. I'm not someone that really, like, makes new worlds often. Like, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, the new updates come out, I'll make a new world then. I've never really been that type of person that's relied on, like, an update to make a new world. Unless there's, like, some insane feature that is, like, 500,000 blocks away. Then at that point, you know, we may have to call it quits, but started mine from 1.21.2? Really? When did I start this one? It was before Spring to Life. Was it before 1.21? I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, the updates are nice, but they don't stop me from making, or from like continuing on from a world versus making a new one. You could make an argument that maybe, no, I mean, I stuck with the same world during Caves and Cliffs era, even though that kind of broke the world, unfortunately. But can you leave me alone? Thank you. You too. Yeah, like, I'm too attached to this world, so I wouldn't. There's not a single update that would make me be like, yep, it's time to start a new one. You know? But I mean, you know, I understand why people do that. It makes sense. I hate collecting dropped items in water. Yeah, it's insane. It's only like slabs though. I'm not really too bothered. So here is where I want to put the market stalls and stuff. I think that makes the most sense to have it here. No trident, unlucky. How cool is it when you see the progress of your world through the updates? Oh yeah, it's insane. It's one of the best feelings with an older world. How's your tea? I've not drunk it yet. It's a bit too hot right now. But you have reminded me of its existence. So can I? Okay, good. Yeah, I was looking at a screenshot of this world, like 2,000 days. It's kind of insane. Maybe I'll share that one at some point because the difference is really insane to me. How much tea do you have a week? At least once every day, maybe 2 times every day. I remember someone asked me that question a few months ago, and someone was like, that's not healthy." And it's like, okay, I know, but do you want me to just drink water? I'm cold. Any tips? I have no tips for you to not be cold because I personally love being cold. So, I'm weird like that. I'm way more of a cold weather person than a warm person. You're soaking wet, is that kind of cold? Oh, unlucky. I mean, that cold can be good as well. Am I weird for saying that? I think it's kind of nice. Wrap yourself up, you probably, yeah. Live next to a radiator for a few hours. I don't know why drowned do that on Bedrock. They just spin around and like, it's really awkward. Drowned are so weird. I don't get them. Because like, fun fact, I don't know if anyone knew this, they don't attack you during daytime. What I mean by that is, say like I'm standing here, and there's a drowned here, it's daytime, It will make no effort to climb up to me and kill me. Nighttime, yes. Daytime, no. And it's like, why? It's so weird. I'm pretty sure there's something. Fun facts, right? I hate drowned. I think they're the worst hostile mob, and like probably in general mob of the game. It really annoys me because you're telling me the main threat of the ocean is a retextured zombie, and it's like, well, Michael, we have guardians and elder guardians, yeah, but they're like exclusively temples, right? Axolotls aren't inherently hostile, and plus they don't spawn in the ocean. So it's like there's nothing. If there was like a major threat in the ocean, the law of this world could go crazy. Because I live right next to an ocean, right? But it's just zombies. Yeah, and drowns with tridents have like they've got something to prove or something. They want your blood, and it's like, bro, I just spawned in the game. Please leave me alone. But they don't see it that way. Your laptop to shut off. Unlucky. I wish mine did permanently. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I love 1.13, but it's just drowned are like the worst part of it, in my opinion. I didn't mean to throw that away. You spilled tea on your laptop? At least there wasn't Coke. I've done that. Wasn't a good idea. I don't recommend doing it. Okay. Nice. And we'll just build these up. Raspberry Fanta sounds interesting. I don't like any Fanta. I remember the last time I've had Fanta. I'm more of like a Coke, the drink, not the, substance, or Monster kind of guy, personally. I do have them. Okay, good. Really nice. Very, very nice. By the way, I'm going to do this reminder like often up until the drop releases. This is your reminder to get honeycomb for your lightning rods, because very soon they'll be oxidizing. So if you like the orange one, which I do personally, get ready to preserve the orangeness of your lightning rod. Unless you like green, in which don't, I guess. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention. Fucking hell. I was reading chat and I was like, oh my god, stick drift is so bad. Dude, this controller is like a few months old. I can't have abused it that much. I would make a bee farm, but they're pretty unethical. So I like having a bee sanctuary instead. Did you spill Coke on it again? No, it's just like, this happens to every controller eventually. As a console user, there's a reality that you must face. And that reality is your controller one day will have stick drift. And it's like, basically them getting old, right? Now, it just so happens with me, it happens like 6 months within me buying it. So, you know, not even 6 months, like 4 months. Do you want my controller? I mean, I could probably buy one, but will I? At this point, probably not. I mean, it's still usable, it's just annoying. God damn, how many drowned do you want? I wish dolphins attacked drowned. But then that kind of take away the point of the axolotl, wouldn't it? God, the sound of stripping wood is very, like, soothing to hear. Do you still have your old controllers? I have one that I dropped Coke on. So that's kind of not usable, right? And if I had to use it, I would. And then the one before that I just took apart randomly because I can. Missed me? Okay, you hear me that time. At least drop your trident. Like, be courteous. Alright, let's take a nice scenic view. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay. Yeah, the drowned are very annoying, but it is what it is. The price of living near an ocean. Okay, what do I want to do now? I guess just continue the fencing. Feck. Feck. I would try to spray electrical contact cleaner on it. Revive the controller. Yeah, maybe. Perhaps. Perchance, some will say. In Java, to get a charging, you have to kill like 20 drowned. Yeah, it's kind of bonkers on Java. But as a Bedrock player, I am not complaining. Let us have something, okay? Plus, tridents are crazy good on Bedrock. Okay, we're just gonna run round. Yeah, I used to, on my old world, have a trident farm. and then they kind of like removed, because originally tridents used to like drop regardless if a drowned held one or not. So you just have a drowned farm basically. But they were crazy good. Let me just put a slab out. Nice. Very nice. Let me see how many tridents I have actually. I put mending on all my tridents. I think, because typically I'll use them for like farms and stuff, and for the witch farm I'm gonna need one, so if I can climb down a ladder, that'd be brilliant. Okay. Any tridents? Trident enjoyers. Yeah, I've got quite a few. I need to put mending on a few of them. Is that one enchanted? Huh. It's good on Bedrock to have as many tridents as possible, because trident killers are just so meta on Bedrock. Yeah, tridents with channeling are awesome. I do agree. Very, very awesome. Okay, let me slap. Do I have cracked? I do, but that's not. No, I don't. Never mind. What am I thinking? Let me grab some stone. Oh yeah, one stack should be fine. I don't get why you can't like stone cut stone bricks into cracked, but like you have to smelt it. Very, very sad. Riptide is so fun. It is, yeah. I used to on this world when I didn't have the elytra. I used to use it a lot. Right, especially like, it helps when you're living near an ocean. Um, but yeah, it's like it's still really fun. Even with the elytra, it's still very fun to use. Do I even? I swear I lost my Riptide trident. Let me actually let's do this now. So it'd be you, right? Oh, you do. Okay, never mind. That was quick. I think the trident, when the offhand gets added to Bedrock in 2079, I think the trident will be one of the things I think about putting in my offhand permanently. The Riptide, or yeah, the Riptide one, I mean. Because I like, obviously, I've got kind of no choice to use the totem right now, but when I've got the options to, it would either be like food, fire rockets, maybe. I use the trident only to kill the Elder Guardians. Yes, on Bedrock, the trident is super effective against any mob in water, and naturally super effective against fish. And the Elder Guardian is technically a fish. I should really invest in Riptide because I always run out of rockets. Yeah, it's a worthy investment, honestly. But I mean, like, as far as I'm aware, currently I'm sitting on a lot of gunpowder right now. Yeah. You could always put a Nautilus shell in there. That'd be worth it. Absolutely worth it. Let me speed this up. We're running out of coal slowly. We have a double chest still, but it's just something to think about. Let me check this. Yeah, we added a new stack of honeycomb, so we have 3 stacks. That should be enough. Piglins hold gold in the offhand. That was always like my initial like response in my head when I had to ask like, why is the player able to have Nautilus shells in their offhand? People would be like, well, because drowned can. I'm like, right, but why do we not have gold? You know? I don't know if you're too close to the mic. How's this? The Nautilus shell, I've never used it in my life. It feels useless. It feels useless because it kind of is, right? I mean, like, obviously for conduits it's amazing, but you need 8 of them. But other than that, you're not really going to use them for anything else. I feel like, I don't know what else you could use them for though. Maybe like they hide, like crabs hide in them. Like maybe that they're like a physical item, like a block in the future. And like crabs or some other like plankton or something can hide in them. I don't know. I feel like it should be more accessible though. I feel like you should be able to trade them. Isn't there like a? Is there a fisherman villager? There is, right? I feel like you should be able to trade for like Northfish. Like that could be like one of the last trades, but it still should be. You can buy them, can you? For wandering, okay, but for wandering traders, but like, especially now, how common are you going to be able to do that? You know, especially since you're going to do it once, like one time per wandering trader, like 1 stock per villager. Let me check these. Actually, I did not mean to do that. Let me check these. Are you? I've not used this furnace in so long. How are you doing? You're almost broken. Feck. I was gonna drop that one, but no, this one's the one that needs dropping. Ow. I always buy Nautilus shells and ice from them. Definitely one of the better trades from Wandering Traders. It's only useful for getting the hardest achievement in Minecraft. How did we get here? I remember getting that. Isn't that... Hang on, let me... Can I do this in-game? I don't think you can you? Oh, you can. Oh, you can't. Well... Oh, wait. Okay. How long is it for? It's like 3 minutes, right? Treasure Hunter... It's here somewhere. Great view from up here. Did I miss when the updates gave you a lot of achievements? On Bedrock, no, on Bedrock, yeah. Spend a day underwater. Sleep with the fishies. I think I did this with... a potion. Wait, don't look at the time played. There's no way. That can't be right. Yeah, 100% of achievements is a really good achievement. There's no way that's correct. Okay, well, whilst 416. Hang on, let me do some quick maths, and by quick maths I mean Google. How many hours is 416 days? That can't be right. That is right. Because take away the 8 hour and just do the days. The 416 days is 9,984. I've played this game for 10,000 hours. Are you serious? That's kind of insane. You need to touch grass? Never. 10,000 hours. That's. Probably my first ever game I've gotten that. So I'll literally hit 10,000 hours like tomorrow. Or like in 2 days. Because I play like 3 hours of Minecraft every day. On average. You're green? Does touching grass, touching yourself count? I guess so. Also, we didn't specify, I can touch grass in Minecraft. Like, how many years have you been playing? Bedrock Edition, I played when they announced Better Together for like mobile console and Windows 10. But I've played console edition before then. I've been playing Minecraft since 2012. When they added pistons to Xbox 360 edition. That's when I first started playing. And the first Java version I played was when they added jungle and desert temples. But I played like 2 hours worth of Java edition, if that. No, probably more. Wait. What am I doing? It wasn't cracked I needed, it was moss stone. I've just spent the last 10 minutes sitting here. They don't exist, yeah. I knew I. Shit. I used to play Java on my low end PC with Intel HD graphic and 4 GB RAM. It gave me 10 FPS, that is wild. I played Java at school, and then some kid at my school got it banned. So that was great. Thanks, Ashley. You cunt. Dickhead, man. I can't believe you got it banned. It wasn't even that good. Like, at least, I mean, I wasn't that great at Minecraft either. But still, man. 500 FPS is insane. Insanely good. I'm not like meaning that as like a insult. That's really good. So yeah, the pattern for this is kind of random, right? You're not really doing anything in particular. It's literally just random stuff. You do probably that next. And we could do that. Got to do the lanterns as well. I completely forgot about those. Okay. I thought you just said my real name. Is your real name Lantern? Interesting name. Feck. Originally, fun facts. I think I've said this before. I wasn't going to be named Michael. Fun fact, that is my real name. In case you didn't know. But I was originally going to be called Soul. Not like soul as in Soul. I mean like foot soul. Sole. Why? I don't know. I wasn't there. Well, I was there. I just can't remember. Uh, but another name as well was Oliver, which wouldn't have suited me, I think. But no, my name is Michael. I was named after the famous singer. You may know him, Michael Jackson. You may not know him. Juniper's a badass name. Have I done all the lanterns? No. Was that noise? Birds. Or like seagulls or whatever. Not seagulls. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Really niche artist. I know, right? Michael Jackson, the really okay. That really unknown, not well known artist. You know. I still to this day don't believe the allegations that were made of him. I don't. It sounded like screaming, yeah. Birds like to scream sometimes. I recently learned that Kobe Bryant was an asshole. So that's kind of, it's really like disappointing when you, I didn't really idolize Kobe Bryant, but like I respected him. And then you find out he was a complete waste of space. And it's like, oh, that's just fantastic. That's just great. I'm up to date. What did he allegedly do? It was like something to do, like Michael Jackson like had like apparently stuff to do with children and stuff like that. And he just didn't. And like my thing is, like this guy was the most popular person ever. Like ignoring religious figures, I think he was the most popular person in the world ever. Like this person had people faint at the sheer presence of him. We'll never see that again, right? And I just think people are like, you know what? Let's just start some shit and just allege that he likes children. It never really sat well with me. So I never really believed the allegations. But I do believe that his doctor killed him. 100%. 100%. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be named after someone that was known for like being a complete twat. Obviously, like if Michael Jackson did do those things that he's being accused of, then it's bad. But it's not like he owns the name Michael. So if it did come out one day that it was true and legitimate, I could always be like, well, he didn't really own the name. That'd be like my hope and be like, yeah, I mean, I don't know though. I associate the name Michael with you. Fair enough. That is my name. That do be my. Could you imagine if it just wasn't my name and I was like Stephen or something? Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. Stephen TBH. Yeah, it just doesn't look right. But then again, if my name was something else, like Carl, I'd think Michael TBH didn't look right. Maybe it doesn't. Yo, Stick Drift, can you calm down? No? Okay. Carl TBH. Yeah, like, God, it just doesn't work at all, right? Michael TBH is fire. I think, like, because I thought about it the other week and I was like, why did I name myself that? And I think, like, a big part of it is definitely to, I wanted people to know that I'm being genuine, right? Your battery has tea on it. How's that even possible? So like that's kind of like my branding, to be honest. Like you're gonna hear my genuine thoughts and stuff, and a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people really don't like that I'm honest. So it's 5 blocks away. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Your name is Michael and I call you M, and that's fine. I'm not really bothered about how people like call me. Or like what people call me, you know? As a kid it bothered me when like people would call me certain stuff. But now I don't really care that much. This stick drift is bonkers. Can you chill out? God damn. How many fences? One, two. Wait, okay. One, two, three, four. Four. Four? No, but like, I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going to because it's really like, why are you mad at me for doing this? I don't know if you saw, like, on Twitter, there was a rage bait engagement farm user that was like tweeting about Minecraft updates and stuff. And I called him fucking stupid, right? And I thought that'd be the end of it. But someone on this guy's behalf was like annoyed. And I was like, is that a little bit too far? And I'm like, no. No, it's not. What? And I'm just sitting there like I could have said a lot worse, right? If I was a total arsehole, I am an arsehole, but like not that big of one. I could have said a lot worse. All I'm saying is that he's stupid. And it's like, but you shouldn't have called him that. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, are you new? Like, is this the first time you've discovered my tweets? Or like, what are we doing here, you know? And I just don't get why people are so surprised at how I act when all you need to do is read the last three letters of my alias, TBH. That's all you need to do, right? But no, these are like people that are genuinely surprised. Like, how could you say such a thing? It's like, well, he is stupid. Like, do you want me to lie? And be like, a very based comment, you know? It's just like, I never understood why people got mad at me for doing that. Like, it's happened since the beginning. It's like, okay, so should I just, like, shut up? And then they're like, no, but... It's like, okay, well, no. There's no but, right? You either want me to shut up or want me to call out things. If I don't call out things, things don't change, you know? I could sit on my thumbs and pretend that this doesn't happen, but it does. People are obnoxious in the community, you know? It doesn't get me liked by a lot of people, but, you know, it is what it is. Please don't say your opinion, say my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Why do you not just ignore this person? I was like, well, it's part of my brand to not ignore these people and to call them out on their bullshit. That's why some people genuinely like what I tweet. It's because I'm being upfront. If you don't like that, I'm not the account for you, and that's perfectly fine. I know, like, my personality isn't for everyone. And that is perfectly okay. I'm not here online to please everyone. If I was, I'd be a whole other person. A worse person. Okay, so we need some white wool. I'm sorry, sheep. Has to be done. Let me get a stack. But I don't know. I mean, that's just like Twitter being Twitter, though. I've never had that experience, like, on... Well, actually, I was going to say on Discord, but... That's not true. Okay, apart from Twitter and Discord, I've never had that experience, like, on other socials, where it's been like, why are you saying this? How dare you? And it's like, okay, then you're stupid as well, then. Honestly, even more. Flashbacks? Yeah, I literally just got flashbacks, but I don't want to give them any more attention, so I won't. Dude, every time I stop, can I, like... I'm gonna look at the ground. But yeah, I just wanted to bring... I wasn't going to talk about it, because it's like, it's just annoying, right? But it's like, it's annoying for me, having to be like... Do I have to explain why I have to tweet out all my tweets? Like I feel like Twitter just have like a notes thing with every tweet, and I'll be like, this tweet was a joke, or this tweet is valid because kind of thing. And I know this kind of rhetoric won't go away. I'll always have people on my account being like, "You're mean," and it's like, okay. When this guy is like rage baiting and engagement farming and profiting off of lying, but I'm the bad person, like, you're right, I shouldn't call this out at all. Back from the shower? Welcome back, Squid. Hope you're doing well. Disclaimer, this tweet is a joke. I've had to do that in the past. I've had to be like, and I think you guys have seen it, I've had to have tweets that are like, this tweet was a joke, by the way, please don't come from my family. What colours have we not done? Brown? Let's do brown. Brown and... Let's do brown and pink. But I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I don't care about what people think about me. I do. Everyone does, right? To, you know, some more than others. And I do think about it a lot. Like, should I change my persona into this or that? And the answer I always come back to at the end of that whole discussion in my head is no. Fuck no. Like, why am I thinking this again? You know? I think honestly, I'd get more if I like turned up to stream tomorrow and I like became this bubbly person that yelled and was like, you know, over ecstatic and stuff like that. I'd get more hate for being like that than I am for being my genuine self, I think. In the long run, absolutely. But like I've always been this way. Always. When I talked about politics, I was like this. When I had my old Twitch account, I was like this. You know? It's just, I've always been this kind of like deadpan, monotone, blunt person. And a part of it definitely is because I'm British. 100%. So how do you design this? You do... Okay, I think I can vaguely remember it. British people are so depressed. Yeah, aren't we like the second most depressed country in the world? And like first is like Azerbaijan or something. I probably butchered that name. But it's like, really? We're the most like that's great. That's honestly insane. Cause think about all the shit other countries are going through, like Palestine and stuff like that. And we're depressed. Like we're the second most depressed. My tea is cold. I think I've drunk. Wait, we're good. We're good. Nice. Having tea that's cold is the worst feeling. I'm gonna be so scared to drink nothing. Yeah, I was like that as well when I spilled Coke over my controller and laptop. I was the exact same. In fact, my Coke right now is like so far away from me and my laptop. I feel that. As long as your like computer hasn't like blue screened or something, that's normally a bad sign, right? So if it hasn't done that, if I can speak properly as well, then it works. It works still. Awesome. Very cool. Dude, laptops are like really resilient for some reason. Like my laptop should be broken by now. It really should. It's just not. I mean, it's shit. It's terrible, but you know, nice. Okay, let's take a look. Not too shabby. Coming together very nicely. Hopefully by next stream we'll have more progress. Even more progress. We'll see. But on that note, on that mythical note, is this the end? I believe so. This is indeed the end of the stream. Yeah, thanks for tuning in today. I wasn't sure if I was going to go live today, but you know, I felt like it's been a good stream. Hopefully, you guys agree. Stream's getting more polished with the channel point icon and sub icon, so it's really nice to see that stuff coming together. Even though no one can use the sub icon right now, but at least we have one, right? Literally, we still need founders. But it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you did. Hope you guys have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care of yourself, drink some water, play some Minecraft, make some new docks as well. Made a badge only to not be able to use it. Yeah, that's crazy work, Corn. That's crazy work. But yeah, I don't know when I'll be live next. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully there's some news. I think we'll just see a bug fixing preview and snapshot, which is always good. Like we should never take those for granted. Those are always good. And but until the next stream, hope you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys then. Where's a good place to like end? Because I wanted to end in like this new building because it's kind of cool, right? There you go. Now you can be deaf for next stream. You're welcome.